Hey up guys! So continuing my coverage of the Sundance London Film Festival, today's movie up for discussion is the brilliant new dramedy from writer-director Sean Heder, and it's called Coda, which is actually a remake of the film La Famille Bélier, which I'll admit I haven't seen. This film got picked up for distribution by Apple TV Movies, so you can find it on the Apple TV platform as of August 13th. And out of all the Apple TV movies that I've watched so far, Coda is the first one which I have genuinely loved. The film is about a teenage girl called Ruby, played in this film by Emilia Clarke, and she is the youngest member of the Rossi family. There's her very much still in love mum and dad, played by Marlee Matlin and Troy Kotsur, as well as her brother Leo, played by Daniel Durant. And everyone in the Rossi family, apart from Ruby, is deaf. She spent her whole life interpreting and translating for her family, and it's caused her to grow up quite quickly. She works on her dad's fishing boat before school, where she likes to practice her singing, but she seems certain that she's going to end up working alongside her father and brother on this boat after she graduates from high school. But after she signs up for the choir to get closer to a boy from school who she has a crush on, the support and encouragement of her singing teacher, Mr. V, played by Eugenio de Bez, leads her to believe that she could one day go to Berklee College to train to become a professional singer. But with the Rossi family dependent on the able-bodied daughter to keep their business afloat, Ruby is torn between her family and her own future. Coda hits all the right notes. It's super emotional, but without being saccharine, it made me weep twice. The characters are expertly written. The Rossi families are just such real people. But it's not just the Rossi family. Everybody in this film is playing a fully realized character. It's actually hard for me to pick a favorite character because everybody in this film shines. Troy Kotsur is so lovable as the flatulent and proud father Frank. Marlee Matlin is a joy as the self-obsessed and controlling mother Jackie. Eugenio de Bez oozes passion and persuasion as the singing teacher Bernardo Villalobos. If I was in his class, he probably would just tore me to shreds for trying to pronounce his name because I can't roll my R's when I say Bernardo. We all had one of those teachers growing up who saw in us what we couldn't see in ourselves. Potential. He's very much that teacher, you know, the one that pushes you to reach your full potential. But of course, it's British actress Emilia Jones who carries this film as the songbird Ruby. She's fiercely loyal to her family, she knows how much they rely on her, so when she's given an opportunity to forge her own path, you can see how she views that chance of independence as an act of betrayal. It's a phenomenal star-making performance from Emilia Jones. She is definitely one to keep your eye out for. I also think the script for Coda is supremely well written. Sean Heder strikes a perfect balance of comedy and drama. You really feel what's at stake for this family, particularly with the fishing business being on the line and then being so dependent on Ruby to make it all work. So you want what's best for the Rossi family, but at the same time, you also want Ruby to spread her wings and fly. The character development in this film is just delicious. It is primarily Ruby's story, but every character in the Rossi family learns a lot about themselves now that Ruby is becoming a woman and trying to decide what she wants to do with her future. But while there's plenty of moments that tug at the old heartstrings, there's also loads of hysterical moments. Ruby's horny parents gets it into all sorts of awkward bother because she's the one that always has to translate what they're saying, and they're very free and open with their sexuality, her parents. So she's having to translate the fact that her dad's got crabs at the doctor's office. There's also a scene where Frank has the sex chat with Ferrada Walsh Pilo's Miles, and it's in a word, priceless. At one point, he's signing out the sentence, and I'm not going to do it because I'll probably offend someone, but he says in sign language, "Put a helmet on your soldier," and the very action of it, and also Ruby's reaction is just, oh my god, I was howling. It was so funny. It does have its fair share of ooey gooey moments, mostly with the scenes involving Ruby singing because she has such a mellifluous singing voice. Try not to choke up when you hear her sing "You're All I Need to Get By" to her father. That scene was just beautiful. But the finale, oh wow, I was not ready for it. You know that scene in Love Actually where Emma Thompson is listening to Joni Mitchell after she finds out that her husband Alan Rickman has been cheating on her? Well, Coda also incorporates Joni Mitchell music into its finale, and oh my god, the emotions are palpable. I won't say anything more than that because I don't want to spoil it for you, but this scene will hit you in the heart. So let's ask them 3 questions. Firstly, would I watch this again? Yes. Coda is a film that I want to own and put on the wall. It's a tender, feel-good film that earns its awe moments All the characters feel like real people, they're all expertly performed. It may be an Apple TV original movie, but I want to buy Coda in a physical copy and add it to the wall. I love it that much. Question number 2, do I recommend it for you guys? Yes, Coda is the type of film that I would recommend to all my family and friends. I know my parents would love this film. I think my friends would have a lovely time watching it as well. So yes, it's a film that I recommend to everybody. And third and final question, what score do I give it out of 10? I don't have a bad word to say about Coda. I love this movie. I think you guys have figured it out. I'm going to give Shawn Heda's Coda a score of 10 out of 10. But I also think it is a film that everybody should watch at least once before they die. It is truly something special, this film. But as always, guys, it's just one bloke's opinion. I would love to hear your thoughts on Coda. What did you make of this movie? Let me know in that comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, help me out by hitting that thumbs up button. If you want more movie, TV, and Oscars content, don't forget to click subscribe. And if you want to follow me on any of my socials, all those links in that video description down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Carefield, and I'll see you next time.